everybody. So, not sure if I'll release this. We'll see. But this is going to be a reading on Curse with Curiosity. I have not seen her video or post. I just heard about it. I know it's bullshit. I don't need to even see it. But I want to do a reading on see what's her intentions, like why is she doing this, purposely causing distractions in Summer Wells' case. Um, Somebody sent me her background because they were concerned about how obsessive she's become over the years. Like she's like right up there with the other one, that 666. And anyways, they sent me her background. Her name's Rachel, and this woman, I mean, her life is a mess. Like she has so many last names. Like I've counted 6 different last names so far, and I'm still counting. So that's at least 5 ex-husbands. Every single divorce that you look up on her that she's had that you can find records on, she claims abuse and neglect. She has uh, at least 2 paternity test records that are out there where she tests multiple men. Like I'm talking about like 4 or 5 different men for one child. She has charges for drugs and also for theft. She's had several like supposed harassments on people. Um, but obviously she has a past with drugs. And somebody wanted me to know who she was so that because she's putting out a lot of awfully slanderous, like intentional lies. Also, I found out like a few months after Summer went missing, she had a son who lived with her, I guess, because he walked out of the house, I guess, was depressed and took their gun and he unalived himself. And this was a few months after Summer went missing. Um, and it's, I don't know if the shame and guilt of her from that has just like changed her or what, but she's became like absolutely unhinged. Like it's bad. um so we're gonna see here see what we get with the cards, and see what her problem is exactly, and what is truly going on with her. I'm trying to think what else like I've missed. But this is all like record. She goes. All you have to do is search "Curse with Curiosity" on Facebook, and it's easy to find her name and to look her up. And she has a ridiculous amount of like exes. I mean, holy crap. And one thing there was like 5 guys she was testing, and for one child. So I don't know, just very interesting. These people seem so concerned with my life when their lives are in shambles. I wouldn't think somebody like that would be much of somebody you would go to for advice on a marriage or relationships, right? So I don't know. She seems to have a lot to say about mine for somebody who's been married so many times. And obviously, there have been abusive relationships each and every time. So sounds like she knows how to pick them, right? So here we go. Let's clear the energy and tune into the energy of Rachel. Social media in reverse. Let me turn this down so maybe you can see a little bit better. Distraction, of course. All right. Why? What's going on with this woman? Why does she seem to want to come after Fred and I so hardcore? Why has she been so hateful and evil towards us? Let's get 6 cards and see what's going on with her. Kidnapped. Cleanup in reverse. What's going on with this woman? Greed, of course. That's the main motivator for most of these people, because they're making money off of talking about us. You know, they usually don't get any views. Wasn't she one of them that was trying to blame me for my ex's death? And she had a son that passed who, in one article, she talks about how she saw he was really depressed and something about seeing him leave with a gun. It's like, if you know your child's really depressed and they have a gun, I mean, wouldn't you try to stop them? So I think it's crazy that she had so much to say about me and my ex in that situation. You know, I mean, how hypocritical. Illuminati hub. So what's going on with this woman? Why is she so hateful towards me and Fred? What is the point? Hiding out, retired in reverse. And caregiver. Caregiver. At the bottom, well, we don't have one at the bottom this time because I have my cards turned all different ways. So, okay. Let's see. What the heck is a Illuminati? Just Illuminati hub. Just like a house, a place to hang out, place to discover more about the Illuminati members, principles, customs, and contemporary activities. This account has been suspended, it said. Just some conspiracy type stuff. All right, what's this kidnapped? So trying to make some kind of progress on some kind of like kidnap. I guess that would have to do with Summer Wells wanting to be some kind of hero. Illuminati hub. So why the kidnapped? More about what's this woman's issue? Wanting justice. Okay, so trying to go after some kind of justice. But the 4 of Swords. Going after some kind of justice. Cleanup in reverse. Wanting to be the hero for a child that was kidnapped. Okay, why the cleanup in reverse? The King of Cups, which that was probably reference Fred and his dedication to it. And so more about this cleanup in reverse. The Two of Swords, feeling stuck, confused, not indecision. The King of Coins. The bottom, the Three of Cups. So she could be helping somebody clean something up, a King of Coins. Somebody could be maybe paying her. There's something here about a group of people coming after me and Fred. And look at that, the drama. Fulfillment, content, trying to create drama. So let's see here more with the this is greed right here mean. So at the bottom there's something about arguments, disputes, aggression, bullying, intimidation, conflict, hostility, and stress. But the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is about lack of quality, rush job, bad reputation, lack of motivation, mediocrity, mediocre, laziness, low skill, dead end job, and greed. So that's something that's motivating her, because there's something here about her being a caregiver, or I don't think she has much going on in her life. And she wants to make money off of it and get some kind of recognition. It's just straight greed. More about this. Yeah, the Hermit. So she's trying to think of ways that she can make money while staying at home. It doesn't seem like she's working or got much going on. This is Illuminati hub. You know how they say idle hands, right? What's this Illuminati hub? Page of Swords. That's about being curious, witty, chatty, communicative, vigilant. Very curious energy. So very curious. Like, she is so curious about, is this like what is going on in our house? Curious about the truth. Wow, this girl must be just completely dense. And I'm sorry, if she seriously, really, truly, what the heck is this? Let me get an extra card here. More about this Illuminati hub. The Empress. It's like she's curious about she's curious about really what the truth is. And plus, money motivated. This is the main thing motivating her is the money. What's hiding out and retired in reverse? For what is Cursed with Curiosity's freaking deal? The World. Completion, achievement, fulfillment, sense of belonging, wholeness, and harmony. And the Four of Wands, once again, a feeling of belonging. Both of these say belonging. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, people wanting to belong to something. How about, stand up for something that's, that you believe in instead of trying to belong and fit in with a group. What's this hiding out and retired in reverse? Like, see, and that's the thing too, hiding out retired, she doesn't do anything. Look, the devil at the bottom. It doesn't look like she's doing much, and she wants some kind of fulfillment in her life and sense of belonging. But look at this. See this devil, and there I am, the Queen of Cups. And this conflict that she's dedicated towards because she's feeling mentally defeated. So she's working with a group of people, and she has regrets and is stuck. And look, this Ace of Cups, some kind of, she's afraid of somebody getting arrested because it looks like she cares about somebody close to the case. I don't know who this could be. She did have somebody in her background. I did see some Lawsons. Trying to remember one of her 6 last names, like Carpenter. Trying to remember any of the last names that from the area. So making a choice because the sun. So the devil is on the bottom there. Let's see here. What's this? Hiding out retired. So she's been this hermit, hasn't been doing much. It looks like no longer a caregiver, I guess. Why this caregiver? What's that supposed to mean? Oops, let me use this deck. That's what I'm supposed to be using. What is that supposed to mean, this caregiver? Oops. Page of Wands, an adventure, ideas, energy, extroversion. At the bottom, the Knight of Pentacles, which is about hardworking, about slow and steady, committed, patient. See, dedicated to some kind of victory. More, death. See, this battle. Caregiver. Once again, looking for some kind of victory. Let's see here. More about this caregiver. What's that supposed to mean? The world again, which is right here. Completion, achievement, fulfillment, harmony, sense of belonging. So since her child passed, it's like it left her empty. It's really sad. But she's trying to replace something. Wanting to be some kind of leader. Trying to make the Hangman. Desire for knowledge. Trying to come up with some kind of knowledge. Knight of Swords, 6 of Cups. Trying to change people. The Hangman's about trying to change people's mind for some reason. Why is she so determined to change people's mind? Why does she want to change people's minds so bad? Page of Cups, and that's in reverse. So that shows insanity. Like she's mentally, that shows somebody who's not mentally okay. The fact that that came in reverse, like that's like the insane, like insanity card. Somebody who is mentally very much not okay. But you know, in wanting some kind of success, but it's not fair that she's coming out here and attacking other people for stuff that, you know, stuff that's not even, she's taking out things that happen in her life out on people like myself and Fred, you know. But this is not the way to do this. This is, yeah, greed. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Absolutely greed. That's just greed, greed, greed. What, how's she going to, let's see how she's going to feel when the truth comes out about Summer Wells. How's this Curse with Curiosity, aka Rachel, how's she going to feel when the truth comes out about Summer Wells? The Tower. That's like chaos, or it's a big, huge event. How's she going to feel when the truth comes out about Summer Wells? The Star. Healing, okay. Or how's she going to feel when the truth comes out about Summer Wells? The Chariot. Six of Swords, moving on. Oops, the Two of Swords, feeling stuck. Hangman in reverse. Like, so Hangman in reverse. I'll read it right out of the book. Let's see. That is number the 12th card. Stalling, disinterest, stagnation, avoiding sacrifice, standing still in apathy. So this is how she's going to feel when the truth comes out about Summer Wells. Disinterest, stagnation, avoiding sacrifice, standing still, apathy. And it says you might feel as though you sacrifice a significant amount of time while gaining nothing in return. The period of suspension and uncertainty sooner or later comes to an end. If you manage to reevaluate your priorities and chart new directions in life, you will be ready to take decisive action. So needing to reevaluate your priorities. A failed investment. So she's going to feel failed investment, like feeling like a waste of time, procrastination, stalling, just a feeling of failed sacrifice, like a failed not getting anything. But in a way, I do see at least a little bit of happiness for answers, but I see her being not very happy. How's she gonna feel when the truth comes out about Summer Wells? The Queen of Coins. Nine of Wands. Look at this. This is like somebody bruised and like in a battle and beat up, and Knight of Coins. So more about how she's gonna feel. Uh-huh. The Knight of Cups. I see her actually probably offering apologies, but I don't ever see it, but it won't be to me because I won't freaking accept any apology from her or any of these ones who have freaking kept going and going and going and going, intentionally trying to make us look a certain way in order to alter public opinion. And I just think that's disgusting when it comes to, a child's case for you to purposely, kind of, though, in a way, this woman seems crazy. I'm sorry, but she's not just legit, like, she's legit not something right in the head. She needs a counselor. And in a way, she's just crazy, and she kind of is believing this stuff. And in a way, but at the same time, I do see greed, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem like she's thinking clearly. Now, I guess Page of Cups in reverse. I don't know if she drinks, but why is she not thinking clearly? What's the Nine of Pentacles? So something about family. Yeah, and her child. So she needs to freaking the Three of Pentacles. Something about clashes of ego. Some kind of disappointment, discontent, feeling let down. She doesn't feel like she has any support. Her relationship is like struggling, and because she's doesn't seem to be like focusing on what she should be, I think, and I think it's causing problems in her relationship. Which you gotta wonder with these people, like, that it has to. There's no way, like, for example, 666, if she's really in a relationship, there's no way that her and her partner don't get in fights over 6-up's like obsessiveness with me. There's absolutely no way. No way. Nobody would be okay. Nobody in a relationship would be okay with somebody being so obsessed with somebody they've never met or known, It makes me wonder where are these people's like family, loved ones? Are they just like as mentally disturbed as them? So why the Five of Wands is clashes of ego? So why does she act, or what's going on with her? Why is she so? She likes to fight. She likes conflict. That's what it shows. Why the Five of Cups? She wants conflict on purpose. She thinks it brings in money. That's exactly what she's hopeful for that type of energy. This is somebody who is wishful. See how it says wishful? For arguments and competition. I think that why is she feeling self-imprisoned? Obviously she's doing it to herself, but yeah, because of a death. She doesn't know what to do with this energy, or like with this energy, and she's just using it all wrong. She's just channeling it all wrong. The devil, yep. Just like I thought, channeling it all wrong. And loss, grief, disappointment, sadness, mourning, discontent, and feeling let down. It's just a lot of sad, negative energy. And I'm just happy, that I'm me and not her, And if I was her, I wouldn't be acting like this. I wouldn't. And I know she's like 5 years older than me or so, too. So she's supposed to be the more mature one, right? But I've noticed all these people are mostly older than me. And I'm no spring chicken. I'm 44. See this? King of Swords in reverse? That's some kind of major manipulative energy. Or narcissistic energy. So, yeah, just like I figured, she's doing this stuff on purpose in order to get responses and try to get attention and just trying. She wants to belong. It's very sad existence, like that. That's how somebody, fills that void. And as long as she keeps filling that void with the wrong thing, she's going to keep getting the wrong thing in return. So this is one I see that's probably going to come back and apologize, and I'm just going to be like, screw you. Because I've told these people over and over and over again, and at this point, they just feel they are purposely doing this, so to try to hurt us, intentionally, and it's sick. It really, truly is.